I built 3 beehives. I also rushed the sailor port early, and now I will show you if that was a genius or disaster. As I mentioned in my previous video about the Viking event, right now we're testing the 3 beehives strategy and early sailor port. Now this sailor port was started and start doing some production before we actually even need these gems. So at this point, how good everything is going. So first thing first, with the buildings, everything is looking not that bad. Everything is looking good. This is all the houses we're having. We have decent space, by the way. Yeah, this 1 cube spaces that I have here and I think like 2 times here. I saw how I can, make the perfect building, let's say it like this, how to make the perfect building. But yeah, right now I'm actually updating my beehives. I want to point out this thing. I can actually level up 1 more of them. So right now they're going to be level 4. From point of researches, we're right here. I have like 19,000 of the coins, so this is the beginning of day 1. I want to point out this thing also. It's actually the beginning of the day 2, because right now it's 1 day and some hours. When you see 1 day, when it's exactly 1 day, you're going to see just the hours going in the event ends in. So we're having like 2 days, basically at the beginning of these 2 days that left for the Viking event. So from point of research, we're here. I'm not quite sure how long I want to go with this thing, and I'm going to explain why. Now I can finish till the end, but this means to focus way too much resources in these pennies. This means to focus just way too much resources here and not actually having this production building, these production buildings. It's good to have, how to say it, it's good to have more coins to get the researches more faster, but at the end of the day, if you finish the researches in like 1 day, I mean, you get decent, because I may not finish all of the researches. If you get decent researches, you will not have that much time to actually use those buildings that you have researched to actually do some production. So there's a very thin balance between the researches and going all in for the researches and going all in for the buildings. And I'm going to show you. Right now I'm in the bronze, this top 20%. I hope soon I actually hit the silver. I'm very confident that I'm going to be able to hit the silver in the event rankings. But something that I noticed is this 474 is sitting like it was 460. Right now is 474. And for me, this is people who actually rush way more faster for the buildings and didn't actually go for the coins, the production buildings. So right now they're stuck there. The people who invest in the buildings that is producing the coins, I mean these small homes, both sailor homes, they are maybe even at the amateur rank right now, and they're going to pop up all of their walk downs like back in the days we were saying. They're going to be extremely fast at the end of the event. So there is this difference right there. And obviously on the top places is players who actually know what they're doing, or they buy some of the event things like okay, this is not actually exact for this event, but yeah, at the beginning you have this event boost stuffs that you can just buy, and you can get very solid advantage, by the way, very solid advantage at the end of the day. But yeah, we're right here like 2 days before the finish. From point of the rewards, let's talk about the numbers. I'm at level 23, soon I'm going to be level 24. I basically need like 2 of this, and I'm going to be level 20 24. No issue with the fragment of Ashoka. Absolutely zero issues. They're like 2 days. I'm very confident that I'm going to finish Ashoka. Now I have problem with this gold treasure. I mean, it didn't drop, you know. The game makes something like let's say plan B for this, but the plan B is 2 hours. And I'm doing production for like 30 minutes and the plan B is like 2 hours. So if I want to go and, you know, get this gold, I have to put there for 2 hours, which is a solid amount of time. This is basically a lot of time, to be fair. So I don't plan to actually, maybe I'm going to do it on one of them. Yeah, maybe I'm going to actually do it. Maybe here. I'm just going to put 2 hour and I'm going to continue with the 30 minutes. It is what it is, guys. Sometimes we're not getting luck. My first video about the Viking event was a video where I strongly disagree with this RNG that we're having here, because it's not about the skills to have. It's about, are you getting lucky or not? And you can see that, okay, maybe more information. It's like from 175 to 525. Here we're talking about the up to close to 3 times. It's actually like 3 times. 150, 450. It's like 3 times more you're going to get for 30 minutes if you get lucky, compared to somebody who get unlucky. So you can see that this is a crazy RNG. So the game actually, you know, point out this thing and they try to do something in this direction, but this is way too much. I mean, this is like 2 hours right now. This expedition is going to get stopped by 2 hours for this one. Maybe they can actually add like 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour, but still it's something, okay, it's something in this direction. But still the RNG is way too wild. Like 3 times. If you get unlucky, somebody can do 3 times for 30 minutes more from you. But yeah, we're not complaining here. I'm so far very happy with my progress. Now let's talk about these things, and this is the extra land or expansions you can get. At best I'm going to get like 3 or 4 at best, because this thing is going to have crazy hours to be builded or to be cleared up. So at best maybe I'm going to get like 3-4 of this. And I also don't have that many workers. I'm basically having like 15 free workers, so this is like 2 pieces of wand that I can start clearing. And even if I continue building, what I'm going to build, maybe I'm going to build 1 more beehives. This is maybe one of the things I can actually build, but other from that, I'm going to just unlock this expansion, and this is what I'm going to do. Because here is the thing, guys, we're having like couple days from this event. We cannot non-stop progressing and expanding. At one point you just have to collect and at best moving with the researches, making the tavern way more stronger. I mean, producing way more from this to actually expand, building new buildings, which is consuming all of these pennies. At one point, spending of more buildings, you should not actually do that. You should just focus over the researches in existing buildings, because right now I have like 4 of this tavern. Each of these upgrades like 160,000, which is crazy amount. This one can also get upgraded 200k. So I think I actually finished my hit my limit, to be fair. I actually hit my limit in the expansion. I think like extra 3 or 4 expansion I can actually do, just because I'm going to need more saver workers when I open this expansion here, to bring maybe 1 more of these saver ports because in the future I'm expecting to need more of them, and I'm going to need this sailor home level 4. Now from there, do I want to level up this one? The answer is no. It's like 80,000. You're going to get extra 2,000. This is a big no-no. There is just no way you get back your investments till the end of the event. I mean, it's 2,000 per hour, 8,000. This is like 40 hours. So level 4 for sailor homes is completely fine. I can say absolutely the same for workers home. Level 4 is completely fine because you're going to have like 3,000 if I remember right, and extra 3,000 is going to be 6,000. This is 45,000. 1,667 is going to be returned for 1 hour. You're not going to return your pennies till the event actually finish, or you're going to return your pennies, but in the same time these pennies you can actually use to go further in the researches and etc. So I think level 4 is enough for the houses. We're still going to see how far we're going to go. I have like 4 of the fishes, fishing pier. Now fishing pier can be updated because this is like over 50% increase. 86,000. You're going to need these materials. Definitely going to need some materials. And right now I'm even leveling up my beehives because I'm going to need them. And this is like something like 50% increasing. Yeah, 50% is fine. If you can actually increase 50% is fine, but still need some investment here. So this so far the progression of my Viking. I'm again at level 23, going to level 24. I basically need one to go for 24. Let me know in the comments, guys, how far you are, and if you want to add something to this video, don't fear about that, just add it in the comments below. So far, make sure you hit one like on this video. It helps my channel by a lot, and subscribe for more Heroes of History Epic Empire content, and turn the bell notification so every time I post a video you're going to be able to get notifications, so you can go and check it out. It may be some very valuable information. So I think to close the video here, I'm going to put one other video here if you're interested in more Heroes of History Epic Empire content. I wish you a great day, guys, and see you in the next video.